How you going, good bastards? Just a very quick update. I will have a pig hunting video for you later on. I'm going to edit that soon. I've got a consultation with my surgeon online or on the telephone very shortly. Last week I did blood tests and we're going to find out the harsh reality of my reality, because I actually hadn't done any blood tests for 10 months. I was supposed to do them every 3 months, but I just haven't been, I wasn't in the past well enough to embark on the next part of my treatment, which was chemotherapy and radiation. So now that I am in a better state physically, I've said, okay, let's see where we're at. And I'm ready to take on radiation. It might be too late. It might be that I've left it too long, but honestly, I just wasn't well enough the previous months. And that was my logic for not doing that. I'm just walking around because we had some rain and just loving this wet feeling of it. It's just beautiful. All the trees are all wet. All the vegetable gardens are wet. And it's just a nice feeling. Anyway. Just an update on Sneak, and then an update on me, and also an update on another fellow patron, Goober, who you will have seen often in the comment section below. We'll start off with Goober. Goober went into surgery this morning. He had one kidney completely malfunctioning and the other one only operating on 50%. They have removed his kidney this morning at 10 o'clock in Australian time. Goober, if you're watching this, mate, I'm thinking about you. I really am. Goober's got cancer. He's terminal, but he's fighting one hell of a battle, and I'm proud of you, mate. I'm fucking proud of you, because you're having to face this head on, and you're doing an awesome job, and you're still here, bro. And I think you're going to be here for a bit longer. Just the fact that you've got this positive, I'm not going to say positive attitude, realistic attitude, because there's no such thing as being positive all the time. Nobody is, and if they say they are, they're bullshitting themselves. Us humans can't do it. We're negatively geared, you know. Sometimes we're often negative. We try to portray ourselves as being positive. Sneak, on the other hand. So that's Goober, and I'll give an update on him once I hear back from Sneak. On the other hand, he had surgery, I think it was the 23rd of this month, was it? Oh, I can't remember. Not this month, of last month, was it, Sneak? Correct me, mate, I've lost count. I think it's 2 weeks now. Silly boy went out pig hunting yesterday, got a couple of nice bloody boars, an 80 pounder and a 120 pounder. But you shouldn't be doing that so early after surgery, bro. I went hunting 3 weeks after my surgery, and even that there was silly. You're even going sooner. Hopefully he's going to be okay, but I understand why he did it. And his messages today are he's got surgery again on the 27th. He's got an aggressive cancer, and he's looking at surgery on the 27th. His birthday's on the 24th, so he gets to have his birthday before that, which is kind of cool. But we're all thinking about you, bro. And on that note, patrons that are connected with the other brother on the channel, please send him a bit of love, because he's got a hell of a battle on his hands. And I want to also talk very briefly about dying. Nobody wants to talk about that. Death and taxes. You can't escape either of them. Mind you, some of my mates that grow a bit of the old electric broccoli in the hills that are pig hunters, supposedly, they seem to do pretty well with avoiding the old tax man. That'll probably change when the government changes and decriminalises it. They'll be in for a bit of a treat then, won't they? Anyway, getting off track a little bit, but talking about death, and the only thing I'll say about that is just be brave. And a part of being a man, and it might sound old-fashioned, it might sound like a stereotype, is being brave. But us men need to be brave, because we are the ones that have to carry a lot of the stuff, and we should be the ones that carry a lot of stuff. We're designed to carry a lot of stuff. We're designed to go into battle and fight. We're designed to protect our women and our children and our mates, and also ourselves. And you've got two options when it comes to being brave. You can be a coward. You can not step in and help that other man that's getting beaten up or that situation and put your head in the sand, or you can face it head on and take full responsibility for it. And that's what being brave is. So if you're like me and you've got a battle ahead, possibly, or you know you've got a battle ahead, if the doctor says, look, mate, you got 3 months, then there's no getting away from that, you know. You just got to go straight on into it. Take the bull by the horns. Don't deny anything. By all means, fight physically inside yourself to try to stay alive as long as you can, and do all the things that are, you know, put all the things in place. But when it comes that time, put everything in place. Make sure your will's in place. Make sure your children are taken care of. Think about the people outside of you and what you're leaving behind. And then go into death, you know, in a manner that's has no denial. It is painful. It is difficult to let go life, to the things you love, the things you've created, the people you love. your pig dogs, the house you built, the bit of land you own. But you have to. You've got no other choice. There is no other way around it. And any other way around it is denial. And that doesn't help the people you love. It doesn't help you. It's much better just to accept it and then find peace in that. And you know, life is a wonderful thing. But death is part of life for all of us. So don't treat it as a bad thing. Treat it as a wonderful thing. Treat it as a place of where you can now be pain-free. Think about that. Think about some of the good things. You're no longer in pain every day. Think about you no longer have struggle. You're rested. You're no longer here. I love life, but I don't see death as anything to worry about. If the doctor says to me today, and I will know in another hour and a half because he's going to call me, if he says, look, Clay, you're full of cancer, mate, you need to start making plans, I will. And each day to there, I'll cherish just as much as I'm cherishing this moment right now. Looking up at my sheet, thinking that one there's going to be nice when I cut it straight and cook it and make some nice lamb chops, hogget chops, because I love hogget. Everything is about life and death. It's part of it. And as a hunter, I've taken so many lives from so many animals, and my time will come. And, you know, on that note, we humans die pretty bloody well. Oh, you know, we have today pretty good ways of controlling pain. Yes, there is going to be some pain, but you think about the nature of all the animals around us that die. Nothing in nature dies well. Humans try to fool themselves, you know, that nature's in harmony. And you get that from people who give us arseholes for being hunters. Oh, harmony in nature. Bullshit! If this was in the wild, the sheep, and wolves got it, they'd drag it to the ground, they'd start chewing the legs off it before it was even dead. They'd eat it alive. Nothing in nature dies of old age. It gets eaten by something else. Or if it's a wolf, it gets packed on by its own mates to be the alpha. If it's a deer running around, eventually another stag will kill it. And it won't die easy either. I've seen stags kill, well, I've come across stags and been killed by stags. If it's a pig, well, if it's a pig around here, my dogs hopefully will catch it. And they'll have a hard death. Every animal, even the rabbits in this paddock, the hawks come down and catch the babies. They're pecking the eyes out of them. They're pecking the eyes out while they're still alive. The pukekos kill all the baby ducklings. And the older ones, you know, they either get some disease or they get shot out of the sky if they're lucky, because that's a fast death by shotgun. And out here, you know, the rabbits, a lot of them die of Kalesi's virus, a horrible virus. Nature, nothing dies really well. So us human beings, we're probably the most luckiest bastards on the planet because we die well, because we've got pain management. My grandfather committed suicide. He starved himself. Took 12 nights and 13 days, or 13 days and 12 nights. No drinking, no eating, died on his own terms, died with dignity, died with his family around him. My dad had a cotton bud, and he was like going around his lips, because Granddad would go trying to suck the water out. Dad was trying to, because his lips were cracking because he was dehydrated. And Dad was like just stopping his lips from cracking, and Granddad was trying to suck the water out of the cotton bud because he was dehydrated. And Dad said, for God's sake, drink a glass of water. Granddad was like, no, I'm dying. And he did. And he died well. He died with dignity. He died on his own terms. Nothing wrong with that. He was in his 80s. He'd come to the end. It's important to die well as it is to live well. Death and taxes. Can't avoid either of them, sooner or later. Anyway, I don't see this as a negative talk, talking about death. It's something we don't talk about a lot, but quite honestly, why shouldn't we? It's part of our lives. We talk about everything else. It's not nice to talk about it, but it's a reality. Anyway, to all you guys out there that are facing your coming end days, and I don't know how many patrons. I've got 13 guys right now that are got some terminal illness, and I've got another 4 like Sneak and people that aren't sure where they're at. They're going to find out. Like I'm in that category. I'll find out today. To all you guys, my advice is to be brave. Just be brave. And to be brave means to take responsibility for it as best you can. And also think about the people around you that love you, and do your best to look after them in that difficult time between transitioning from now and your death. It doesn't seem like a very fucking cheerful vlog, does it? But it's a reality vlog, and it's only for patrons. And I'll comment later on when the doctor gets back to me, and I'll give you guys a yay or nay on where I'm at. And either way, we'll go with it and we'll be all good. Because while we're here, she's all good. Be good, can't be good, be careful. Come on, Bixie. Bixie, come. Come on. Good dog. Bixie, come. Heel up. Good boy. Heel up. Such a cool dog. See ya.